In the vast expanse of the cosmos, where stars shine like distant diamonds and nebulae paint the sky with ethereal hues, my journey began. I, Ethan Drake, a seasoned spacefarer, found myself hurtling through the void, aboard my trusted vessel, the Stellar Swift. The routine cargo delivery mission I had embarked upon was meant to be uneventful, a simple traversal between star systems. Yet, as fate would have it, this journey marked the beginning of a tale that would forever etch itself into the annals of my memory. The blackness of space, though familiar, still held an air of mystery and intrigue. As I guided the Stellar Swift through a particularly dense region of the galaxy, a sudden cosmic storm unleashed its fury. Violent energy fields engulfed my ship, causing it to shudder violently as if protesting against the relentless forces of nature. Lightning-like discharges fried critical components, rendering my vessel wounded and helpless. With a heavy heart, I acknowledged the inevitable and initiated the emergency landing protocol. My eyes, ever vigilant, scanned the surroundings for a suitable refuge. That was when I spotted a mysterious, uncharted planet lurking in the shadows of a nearby nebula. It beckoned to me, its aurora-lit skies and otherworldly terrain an invitation I couldn't refuse. As I guided the Stellar Swift through the planet's atmosphere, the true nature of this sanctuary unveiled itself. The auroras, dancing across the sky in a vibrant symphony of purple, green, and blue, captivated my senses. The terrain below mirrored the sky's beauty with its towering mountains, vast deserts, and forests of strange alien trees. Yet, amidst this breathtaking panorama, I sensed the untamed spirit of this world, a place where unknown dangers lurked in the shadows. The Stellar Swift groaned as it touched down in a small clearing, surrounded by ancient trees that seemed to reach for the heavens. The ship's damaged systems sputtered and failed, one by one, leaving me with no choice but to venture out into this unfamiliar realm. Suited up and armed with my toolkit, I stepped out into the humid air, the sounds of alien wildlife filling my ears. The planet's atmosphere enveloped me in a thick, otherworldly embrace. The rustling of strange foliage and the distant calls of unseen creatures accompanied my every step. As I ventured further, my eyes scanned the surroundings for resources that could aid in my ship's repair. It was then, by the banks of a small river, that fate intervened in the most unexpected of ways. Out of the corner of my eye, I caught a glimpse of movement. At first, I dismissed it as a trick of the light, the playful auroras casting illusions. But as I turned, my breath caught in my throat. There she stood, a vision of otherworldly beauty, a stunning alien girl. Her skin shimmered with the same aurora-like hues that illuminated the sky, a perfect harmony of nature's palette. She watched me with a mixture of curiosity and wariness, her eyes wide and expressive, reflecting the very essence of the unknown. Her hair, a cascade of silver blue, fell gracefully around her delicate features. She was a creature of this planet, a daughter of its mysteries. I stood still, respecting her space, and offered a small wave, unsure of how else to convey my peaceful intentions. She remained motionless, her eyes narrowing slightly, as if analyzing my every move, deciphering the enigma that I presented. Understanding the need for caution, I slowly turned and continued my exploration, maintaining a respectful distance. I gathered plant samples, my mind racing with thoughts of this enigmatic alien girl and the secrets this planet held. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of crimson and gold, I made my way back to the Stellar Swift, my heart heavy with questions and a burgeoning curiosity. That night, as I lay in my bunk, the image of the alien girl lingered in my mind. I knew that my encounter with her was only the beginning, the first thread in a tapestry that would weave a story of adventure, discovery, and an otherworldly love that defied the boundaries of space and time. To be continued. Chapter 2. Bridging Worlds. The morning sun bathed the alien landscape in a soft golden light, casting an ethereal glow upon the strange and wondrous world I had found myself in. My encounter with the alien girl, whom I had come to think of as Aurora due to her shimmering appearance, lingered in my mind as I set out once more to explore the planet and gather the resources necessary to repair my ship. As I ventured deeper into the unfamiliar terrain, my thoughts wandered to the challenges that lay ahead. I knew that communicating with Aurora would be a difficult task, given that we likely had no language in common. How does one bridge the gap between worlds, between species, when words fail to convey meaning? Yet, I was determined to find a way, driven by a curiosity that burned within me. I spotted Aurora again by the river, her form blending seamlessly with the vibrant surroundings. She noticed me too, and for a moment our eyes met. I approached her slowly, my movements deliberate and non-threatening. I wanted to convey my peaceful intentions, to let her know that I meant her no harm. Aurora watched me with a mixture of curiosity and caution. She took a step back, her eyes never leaving mine. I stopped at a respectful distance, not wanting to invade her personal space. Then, something extraordinary happened. Aurora raised her hands, and the air between us shimmered with a soft light. Vibrant auroras danced across the space that separated us, forming intricate patterns that seemed to carry meaning beyond my understanding. I stood transfixed, witnessing this display of otherworldly communication. It was then that I realized Aurora was not just using light and color, but also my own emotions to convey her thoughts. I felt a sense of welcome, a warmth that seemed to emanate from her very being. It was as if she were saying, "I mean you no harm, you are safe here." I responded in the only way I knew how. I closed the distance between us, my movements slow and careful, and extended my hand, palm up, in a universal gesture of peace. Aurora regarded my hand with curiosity, her head tilted slightly to the side. Then, ever so gently, she placed her own hand in mine. A rush of emotions washed over me, a sense of connection, of understanding, and a feeling of being truly seen. In that moment, our bond was forged. Aurora became my guide, leading me through this mysterious world, showing me the resources I needed to repair my ship. She taught me about the planet's unique ecosystem, where every creature and plant played a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of life. I followed her through lush forests, across rugged terrain, and along the banks of shimmering rivers, learning more about this world with each passing moment. As our trust in each other grew, Aurora began to reveal more about herself and her purpose on this planet. She explained that she was a guardian of sorts, tasked with protecting an interdimensional portal that existed deep within the heart of the world. This portal, she told me, was a gateway to other realms, connecting her world to countless others. It was her duty to maintain the balance of her planet and ensure that only those with pure intentions passed through. Intrigued, I asked Aurora more about this portal, wanting to understand its significance. She explained that the portal served as a conduit, allowing energy and life force to flow between worlds. It was a delicate link that ensured the survival of not just her planet, but countless others as well. The portal, she said, was a testament to the interconnectedness of all things, a reminder that our actions in one realm could have repercussions in another. As the days turned into weeks, I worked diligently to repair my ship under Aurora's watchful eye. Our bond strengthened with each passing moment, and our communication, though still largely nonverbal, became more nuanced and intricate. We shared thoughts, emotions, and experiences, bridging the gap between our worlds through the universal language of the heart. During this time, Aurora also revealed more about her own people, a civilization that had long ago mastered the art of harnessing the planet's mystical energy. They had learned to channel it for their needs, but always with respect and reverence for the natural balance. Aurora herself was a skilled practitioner, able to use this energy to create visual and emotional cues that facilitated our understanding of each other. With the repairs on my ship nearing completion, I knew that the time for departure was drawing near. Yet, the thought of leaving Aurora and this captivating world filled me with a sense of sadness. I had come to think of this place as a sanctuary, a refuge from the vast and often lonely depths of space. To be continued. Chapter 3. The Growing Threat. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the alien landscape. I sat with Aurora by the river, the gentle lapping of the water providing a soothing backdrop to our conversation. We had just finished another day of working on my ship, and the repairs were nearing completion. As the vibrant auroras danced across the sky, I felt a sense of contentment and peace, grateful for the unexpected haven this planet had provided. However, little did I know that this tranquility was about to be shattered. Aurora's expression suddenly turned solemn, her eyes distant, as if seeing something beyond my perception. I felt a tug on our bond, a sense of worry and urgency emanating from her. "What's wrong?" I asked, my voice soft and filled with concern. Aurora's eyes met mine, and I saw a mix of emotions swirling within their depths: fear, determination, and a hint of sadness. "Your arrival here. It caused a disturbance in the portal's energy field," she said, her voice carrying a weight I hadn't heard before. "The balance of this world is fragile. and your crash landing disrupted the natural flow of energy that sustains it. My heart sank as I realized the unintended consequences of my presence. What can I do to help? I asked, already determined to do whatever was necessary to make amends. Aurora's expression softened at my eagerness to assist. She explained that the portal, a gateway to countless other realms, was a delicate link between worlds, and its stability was crucial to the survival of not just planet but countless others as well. We must work quickly to restore the balance, she continued. But there is another threat looming. Your ship, with its advanced technology, has drawn the attention of hostile intruders. They seek to exploit the portal's power for their own gain. My blood ran cold at her words, and a sense of protectiveness washed over me. I knew that my ship, with its advanced human engineering, could be seen as a treasure trove of technology and resources to the wrong eyes. Aurora's eyes flashed with determination. We must be vigilant. These intruders will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. They care not for the balance of the worlds, only their own greed. I felt a surge of determination as well. I had come to care deeply for this planet and its guardian, and I would do everything in my power to protect them. As we worked together to gather the final resources needed for my ship's repairs, Aurora and I shared a vulnerable moment. We sat atop a hill overlooking the vast expanse of the alien landscape, the vibrant hues of the auroras painting the sky. I opened up to her about my own troubled past, the losses I had endured, and the loneliness that came with a life among the stars. Aurora, in turn, revealed her own loneliness. As the solitary guardian of the portal, it can be a heavy burden to bear, she confessed, her voice soft and filled with a melancholy that mirrored my own. But knowing that you understand, it eases the weight I carry. Our connection deepened in that moment, our hearts knit together by the threads of shared vulnerability and understanding. With the repairs on my ship finally complete, we faced the looming threat of the intruders. Aurora and I devised a plan to protect the portal and restore the balance of our world. We gathered allies from among the planet's creatures, those who understood the importance of maintaining harmony. Together, we prepared for the coming confrontation, knowing that the fate of countless worlds hung in the balance. But before we could fully execute our strategy, the intruders launched their attack. Their ships descended upon the planet, their weapons firing upon the portal, causing more destruction and pushing the world further toward collapse. The air crackled with energy, and the very ground trembled beneath our feet. Aurora's eyes widened with fear as she witnessed the destruction. "We must act now, or all will be lost," she cried. With determination fueling our every step, we raced toward the portal, our allies by our side. The battle that ensued was fierce and relentless, but our collective determination burned brighter than the greed that drove our adversaries. To be continued? Chapter 4. Battle for the Portal. The battle for the portal had begun, and the fate of countless worlds hung in the balance. Aurora and I stood side by side, determined to protect the delicate link between realms and fend off the greedy intruders who sought to exploit its power. The air crackled with tension, and the energy discharges from their weapons lit up the night sky. Aurora's mystical abilities came to the fore as she summoned the very energy of the planet to create a barrier around the portal, shielding it from the onslaught of their attacks. Her eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and her hands moved in intricate patterns, weaving a protective web of energy. I joined the defense, my resourcefulness and combat skills honed from years of spacefaring coming into play. Together, we fought with every ounce of our strength. The intruders, driven by their desire for power, showed no mercy. Their advanced weaponry and sheer numbers posed a formidable challenge. But Aurora and I moved as one, our bond fueling our determination. I dodged and weaved, using my knowledge of alien terrain to my advantage, while Aurora's mystical powers kept them at bay, confounding their attacks. In the heat of the battle, Aurora revealed a startling truth. "The portal and I are linked," she cried out, her voice carrying a note of desperation. "My life force is tied to its stability. If it collapses, I will perish." Her words struck me to the core, and a newfound urgency fueled my every action. I knew that we had to end this battle swiftly, or risk losing Aurora and the delicate balance she maintained. Launched a counter-offensive, utilizing the resources I had gathered during my exploration of the planet. I targeted their weapons, disabling their firepower and creating an opening for Aurora's mystical assault. She unleashed a torrent of energy, sweeping their ranks and forcing them to retreat. But the intruders were not so easily deterred. They rallied, their leader stepping forward, his eyes glowing with a malevolent light. "The power of this portal will be mine," he declared, his voice echoing through the night. "And your world will fall." With those words, he unleashed a barrage of energy that knocked Aurora to the ground. I rushed to her side, my heart pounding with fear. But she stirred, her eyes shining with determination. "We cannot let them have the portal," she said, her voice strong despite the strain. "It is the key to maintaining harmony across the multiverse." I nodded, steeling my resolve. Together, we rose, our allies joining us once more. The battle raged on, a fierce dance of energy and willpower. The intruders fought with desperation, but their greed would be their undoing. In a final coordinated assault, we overwhelmed their defenses. Their leader fell, and the remaining intruders scattered, fleeing into the night. Victory was ours, but it came at a cost. As the smoke cleared, we saw the extent of the damage inflicted upon the portal. It flickered and faltered, its energy unstable and threatening to consume the very world it was meant to protect. Aurora's eyes widened with fear as she beheld the destruction. "The portal is dying," she whispered, her voice hoarse with emotion. "If we cannot restore its balance, this world will be torn apart." I placed a gentle hand on her shoulder, offering what little comfort I could. "We'll find a way," I said, my voice steady, even as doubt crept into my heart. The night sky, once illuminated by the vibrant auroras, now bore witness to the flickering light of the ailing portal. The planet itself seemed to hold its breath, the delicate web of life hanging in the balance. Aurora and I stood at the precipice, our bond tested as never before. We had defeated the intruders, but the true challenge now lay in restoring harmony to her world. As the first rays of dawn broke through the darkness, we gathered our allies and began the arduous task of repairing the portal. It was a race against time, and we knew not if our efforts would be enough. The fate of Aurora, the planet, and countless other realms hung in the balance, awaiting the outcome of our desperate endeavor. To be continued. Chapter 5. The Ultimate Sacrifice. The air was thick with tension as Aurora and I faced the daunting task of restoring balance to her ailing planet. The portal, once a vibrant conduit of energy, now flickered weakly, threatening to consume the very world it sustained. Our allies stood by, their faces etched with worry, as they too understood the gravity of the situation. Aurora's eyes, filled with determination and a hint of sadness, met mine. "There is only one way to save the portal and this world," she said, her voice steady despite the weight of her words. "I must merge my energy with it, becoming one with the very essence that binds this universe together." My heart sank at her declaration, and I shook my head, refusing to accept her decision. "There must be another way," I pleaded, my voice hoarse with emotion. "I can't lose you, Aurora. Not after everything we've been through." Tears welled in my eyes as I confessed my love for her, my voice cracking with the force of my feelings. "Please don't leave me." Aurora's expression softened, and she stepped closer, her eyes shining with a mixture of love and sorrow. "My dear pilot, my love for you is eternal. But this is the only way to ensure the survival of my planet, and the harmony of countless other realms. It is my duty and my honor to make this sacrifice." I wanted to protest, to find a solution that didn't involve losing her forever, but deep down, I knew that Aurora was right. Gathering my strength, I nodded, my heart heavy with the knowledge of what was to come. "Then let us begin," I said, my voice steady, though my insides were tearing apart. "But know that I will never forget you, and my love for you will endure beyond the boundaries of this world." Aurora smiled, a bittersweet expression that mirrored the turmoil within me. Together, we approached the flickering portal, its energy crackling weakly. Aurora's allies formed a circle around us, their eyes filled with respect and admiration for their guardian. With a gentle touch, Aurora placed her hands upon the portal's surface, and a soft light began to envelop her. Her eyes closed, and a peaceful expression settled upon her face as her energy merged with the very fabric of the universe. The portal responded to her sacrifice, its energy stabilizing and growing stronger by the moment. The planet itself seemed to sigh in relief, the air humming with a newfound harmony. But as Aurora's light faded, so too did her physical form, until she was nothing more than a gentle breeze that caressed my face. I stood there, tears streaming down my cheeks, my heart aching with the loss of her presence. But even in my grief, I felt her love surrounding me, a comforting embrace that transcended the physical realm. The portal, now vibrant and stable, shimmered with a radiant light, a testament to Aurora's sacrifice. In the days that followed, the planet began to heal. The auroras that danced across the sky became brighter and more vibrant, as if reflecting Aurora's enduring spirit. I spent countless hours gazing at those shimmering lights, knowing that Aurora's love and essence were forever woven into the very fabric of this world. Wherever I traveled, I carried the memory of Aurora with the guardian who had sacrificed herself to restore harmony to the universe. Her love had shown me the true power of connection, bridging the gaps between worlds and reminding me that some bonds transcend even the boundaries of life and death. In the solitude of my ship, I often found myself whispering to the stars, sharing my thoughts and feelings with Aurora, knowing that she was a part of the cosmos now. And though my heart still ached with her absence, I took solace in the knowledge that our love had been real and that it had changed me forever. Chapter 6. Legacy of the Aurora. The days turned into weeks as I remained on the planet, my ship now fully repaired and ready for departure. The vibrant auroras that danced across the sky served as a constant reminder of Aurora and the profound impact she had on my life. I knew that it was time for me to continue my journey among the stars, but leaving this place, this sanctuary that had become so special to me, filled my heart with a mixture of emotions. Before departing, I gathered a small fragment of Aurora's energy, a shimmering remnant that remained after her sacrifice. I wanted to keep a piece of her with me always, a reminder of our love and the courage she had shown. I carefully encased the fragment in the transparent crystal, preserving it as a precious keepsake. During my final moments on the planet, I explored the places that held the strongest memories of Aurora River where we first met, the hill where we shared our vulnerabilities, and the portal that now bore her essence. I bid farewell to each of these spots, my heart brimming with gratitude for the experiences we had shared. Inspired by Aurora's selflessness and the depth of our love, I vowed to honor her memory by dedicating my life to exploring the stars and protecting other worlds from harm. I would be a guardian of the cosmos, a wanderer with a purpose beyond my own desires. With Aurora's love guiding me, I knew that my journey would be filled with meaning and a sense of duty. I climbed aboard my ship, the Stellar Swift, and prepared for takeoff. As the engines roared to life, I felt a mix of excitement and sadness. I was eager to embark on my new mission, but the thought of leaving Aurora's planet tugged at my heartstrings. With a final surge of thrust, the Stellar Swift lifted off, carrying me away from the world that had become my sanctuary. I looked back one last time at the aurora-lit skies, now a symbol of Aurora's enduring presence. I felt her love surrounding me, a gentle embrace that gave me strength and hope for the journey ahead. As I ventured into the vastness of space once more, the crystal containing Aurora's energy fragment rested on the dashboard, a constant reminder of her. I knew that our connection would endure beyond the boundaries of this world, and that Aurora's legacy would live on through my actions. My mission was clear: to explore new worlds, to offer aid where it was needed, and to protect the innocent from harm. Inspired by Aurora's courage and selflessness, I would be a force for good in the cosmos, a beacon of hope in the darkness. Wherever my travels took me, I shared stories of Aurora and the planet she had saved. I spoke of her unwavering dedication, her mystical abilities, and the profound love we had shared. Other spacefarers would gather around, their eyes shining with wonder as they listened to the tale of the Aurora Guardian and the pilot who had found solace in her arms. As time passed, the legend of Aurora grew, spreading across the stars like the vibrant auroras themselves. She became a symbol of hope and protection, a reminder that even in the vastness of the universe, love and self-sacrifice could triumph over greed and destruction. I continued my journeys, my heart forever marked by Aurora's love, and though I missed her every day, I found solace in knowing that her spirit lived on through the lives I touched and the worlds I helped protect. Aurora's legacy shone brightly, a guiding light that illuminated my path through the cosmos.